And then you got your 1, 2, 3 games, which this is, I've never really messed with them. This is a simple paint program right here, I guess. I don't understand what the hell it belongs in a 1, 2, 3 program for. It looks like another program for painting or whatever. Yeah, I don't know what these are doing in the 1, 2, 3 area. Then you've got, well, to be honest, I shouldn't even be trying to show you around through these because I haven't even went through them myself. But they're math programs. I guess they're made to do some kind of numbers. And click the question mark if you don't know what the hell the game's for. Cast the numbers in increasing order using up, down, top, left. Okay, this one says you've got to catch the number in the sequential order that numbers come in with the helicopter. So you catch the 1, then the 2. Yeah, it's kind of an aggravating game. I couldn't sit there and play it if I was a kid. Anyway, those are the math games. You got other games in here. You've got I guess physical movement activities is what this one's for. Anyway, these over here are the main categories. And then clicking on, for example, this is puzzle games. Clicking on puzzle games will give you a list of puzzles. But these are not games, these are categories of games. For example, 1, 2, 3 will give you number-related games. ABCs will give you ABC spelling-related games. Keyboard and mouse will give you keyboard and mouse-related games, etc., etc. And I'm actually going to quit this. Yes, I'm sure I want to quit. Alright, I probably spent too much time on that one. Tux Type. That is the one we kind of had to make our own custom launcher for. I like this one because it's simple. And I haven't messed with these two. It looks like there's some kind of a way to make a game into fun, or the lesson to be fun, but I haven't really messed with it. I just kind of clicked on lesson, and then I went to lesson1.xml, and it tells you how to create your own custom lesson, and press spacebar to continue with this template lesson. And they just see the keys that they're supposed to type, and it's plain black and white. It's hard to mix and hard to get wrong. I really like it for that reason. You hit escape to get back out of full screen, and then hit quit to leave, or hit escape again. The other one is K-Touch. Now I do like this one, but when you start out, it's got words up there. If you're starting out for little kids, go to training, start new session, and it'll ask you for the it'll ask you something. Oh yeah, start from first level. Click on that, and then go to default lectures and select English unless you speak another language, and it'll put the simple stuff up here. It'll start simple for you. I don't know why it doesn't start simple to begin with. I don't know why some things do what they do and why people make the decisions. But one thing I don't like about this one as opposed to Tux Type is that, for example, what you may not be able to see is the J key is highlighted, and what you probably definitely can't see is the F key is also highlighted. That's because the color they chose for that key, when it's highlighted, you can't tell. So what I had to do is actually go down to Edit Color Scheme under the File menu, and add, and then what it is right now is default. Right here, highlighted background. You see it's a dark blue. That's a hell of a color to choose for highlighting. Change it to orange. Click OK. And then click close, and it'll ask you to save. And then click yes for save. And now you've got your F highlighted. So you hit F, J, and then space. And as you can see, it'll highlight each key you're supposed to hit in sequential order. And I don't know why these modifier keys and the spacebar don't inherit this orange highlight, but they only just get lighter in shade instead of turning to bright orange. So make sure to keep your eye out for that. Anyway, this teaches typing from step 1 from the 2 home row main keys. It's pretty nice, but you got to edit the color scheme in order to see a damn thing. Alright, and let's see, K letters. This is a nice little game. You can actually enlarge it to make the words bigger. It says the letter and then shows you it on the chalkboard, and you just type it in.
X. X.
But the problem is, I don't know if you can hear that or not,
C.
but
G.
sometimes when it says a letter, it actually part of the beginning of the pronunciation of it, of the recording, gets cut off. So you actually, it sounds like they're saying a different letter altogether sometimes. That's the only drawback. Hopefully whoever made this will actually add a few tenths of a second of silence before the letter's pronounced. That way by the time that the audio sound system loads the file and plays it, it has time enough, that way it's got enough free space before the actual pronunciation of the word. Anyway, you can change the background with the kid, desert or savanna, by clicking this little drop down menu. And level 1 is where it says and shows the letter and has you type it. Level 2 it just says the letter only and you have to type it. Level 3, it says and shows a word and you have to type it. Level 4, it says a word and you have to type it. That's kind of a drawback when it just says and doesn't show, because again the sound file begins playing sometimes before it's even loaded, and so you don't even hear all of it. But that's a really nice little game right here for little kids, and really simple. It's kind of hard to misunderstand this one. And keyword quiz. I have never played this, but it looks like one of the other ones I'm getting ready to show you here in a moment. You can actually go to File, Download New Vocabulary to get a some of these programs you get to download vocabulary files for them, and right here you can type in your language or start typing it, and it will filter it out. And you can choose what things like world capitals in English, German to English, amino acids, we'll leave that out. We're assuming these are for little kids. Numbers, easy English. Numbers, hard English. And it looks like, oh, histories, inventors, and inventions. That ought to be a good one. Alright, so now you got some kind of vocabulary. And if you speak Spanish or whatever, you can put Spanish in there. But, yeah, I don't know what the hell it just did. But evidently it just teaches you, this little, I guess, flashcard. I don't know, you'll figure it out. But there, you know how to get it started. So, there's one step before, ahead of where you were. Where was the other one I was looking for? K-Anagram's actually kind of a nice little game. It's a little... It took me a second to figure out how to get to the next little anagram, though. Right here, it'll show you some mixed up words. Down here, you try to type it out, and you can get it wrong, or you can ask for a hint, and you get a little pop-up thing right here to show you, to give you a hint, and then you can just click on Reveal Word. But right here switches the category of the anagram you're in. It should have a button right around here to go ahead and switch to the next one, but it's not. It's actually this drawer right here. You click on it to switch to the next anagram without switching categories. It's kind of aggravating, and I don't like that. I think it should be right here. I mean, after all, the top left corner of the chalkboard is empty. Alright, but and then here's other options when you highlight these other drawers, and then you can quit. And that is good for language skills. Hangman, it's a good old-fashioned game of Hangman. Kind of hard to guess what the hell Hangman's all about. You start out by typing a letter in the box. Huh. That's funny because the first time I didn't actually have to hit enter. I just hit the key and it would put it in for me. or it would auto submit it. That's kind of interesting. Well, anyway, you can switch the theme on Hangman too. And then I'm not going to cover this one. This one is pretty much just like